Hello, lovely people. Welcome or welcome back to my channel, Raina Read Stuff. I am here in the book shack. I have visitors.
Hi.
My first guest in the book shack, Jilly Paddock, author extraordinaire, and Dave Brzeski, editor of Occult Detective magazine, and also editor of some wonderful books. So, welcome, both of you. Thank you for driving all the way here. I've brought you books to cut up. Don't tell my husband. So, we are coming up to Occult Detective time. Dave, newest edition of Occult Detective magazine is about to hit the shelves.
We hope, yes. We're hoping to get it out in time for an event on the 28th of September, but that's looking mildly unlikely at the moment. So an advertiser is holding us up for not having got round to sending the ad in yet. But we'll have it for the World Fantasy Convention, which is at the end of October, over the
excellent,
over the Halloween weekend.
So we should have it midway through Occult Detective October. Do we think?
I would have thought, if not before, but soon, as soon as we can get it. We're kind of dependent on Amazon not doing anything odd,
right?
And it's Amazon, so if you really want it, they will.
Yeah. What can we expect in it?
We can expect the biggest issue we've ever done. It's coming in at about 270 pages.
Wow.
I have no clue what it's going to cost yet, because we have to see how it works out. It's a bit experimental. But it's got quite a lot of articles. It's got some very good non-fiction from Roy Bayfield.
Wow.
And
Roy reads anything.
Yeah, and Olly, who's
criminally.
Yeah, did an interview with a writer he's promoted on his channel a few times.
The Osgood books.
Yeah.
The Spectral Inspector.
Ah, perfect.
Yeah.
That sounds good. And there's fiction in there as well?
Oh, lots, yes.
And brilliant artwork, as usual.
As usual, People never mention the artwork.
I love the artwork in there.
Yes, Bob Freeman's got pieces in there. Our regular artist, Paul Mute Artist Boswell, who's been in every single issue except number 3.
Oh, really?
So when we get the rights...
Was he on holiday that
No, well... early days. They weren't published by us. The first 5, and we're trying to get the rights back off of the widow of the late Sam Gafford, who co-founded the mag with John.
Right.
And so we can reprint them and sort them out. And when we do, we're going to put an illo by Paul in the magazine just to complete the set.
That sounds good. And how is John?
Not too bad. Not too bad. He's always had his problems. He tends to be agoraphobic and had various health problems, and managed to near cripple himself doing gardening last week. But...
Yes. Oh.
Yes, he fell over.
Oh dear.
Into the only patch of nettles in the garden, into a pile of rocks, and he said his arm all swelled up, and just to add to the joys, he got stung by 2 wasps.
Good time was had by all.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay. What have you been up to recently, Jilly?
I've been formatting the Occult Detective magazine, because I'm the one who makes the books. I format them.
Right. Okay.
And so that's been a bit of a job. I haven't been writing much recently.
Have you not?
And my publisher has died, so
not died, but
it's not died, but they've gone belly up. So the books you have there are not available on Amazon anymore.
Oh, where can we get them? Anywhere?
Well, we'll be redoing them.
We'll republish them.
Oh, okay. So if you're heading to a convention or something like that, they'll be available there.
Yes,
at the moment,
there are
some. Still get all of them directly from
us.
Me.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the only one that is up on Amazon is the space opera Warbird.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. So, because we publish that. Publish
it yourself.
Yeah, basically because it's as you know, about that thick.
It's thick.
And the publishers we were with in America wanted to do it in 2 volumes, and we didn't want to.
Right.
So we did it ourselves, and that's where we found out that Jilly could format books. She also did a bit of formatting for other people, didn't you? You did the ones for our friend Mike Chin, who has been in the magazine. He's got an occult detective series of 2 books about an occult detective pilot in the 30s, Damien Paladin, which are excellent.
Sounds good.
I think I've still got 1 signed set left at home, so people should contact me if they want to buy it.
Right.
They were also at Rose Press, so they're also dead now until they're reprinted.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, yeah, I lost my thread now. Where was I going with that?
Don't know.
No, I think you finished your
I
thread,
think
didn't you?
Yeah, I think
More
you
or
did
less.
finish it, yeah.
So, Julie, you got into formatting because you wanted a particular style that,
Well, we wanted it in 1 book.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that was your first
Well, no.
attempt at it.
Yes. Yeah.
How many have you done since?
All of the occult detectives from number 6.
Wow.
About 15 or 16.
Well, I don't know. And
Something
the
like that.
Angry Dead, and a couple for I've formatted my friend's Bev's book.
Yeah.
Tina.
I've done Tina Rath.
Yeah.
And they're all available on Amazon.
I've
Or
read.
from us if you're
Yeah.
in the
Have
UK.
you read any Tina?
Yes, I think I have.
She's very amusing. Very
Yeah.
dry.
And I've read one of Bev's as well.
Solemn Curfew.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thoroughly enjoyed both.
Yes, I found that I tried formatting, and I use open source program called Scribus,
Oh, okay.
people call, and I just found that I can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and
great.
I run everything on a Raspberry Pi 4.
Wow.
Raspberry Pi is a single board computer about the size of a pack of cigarettes.
There used to be school projects where you would make a Raspberry Pi computer. I don't doubt very much whether they still do them, but you run everything on that.
Yes, I use it as a desktop.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible. How long have you had it?
Oh, 2-3 years, more than that
Something
now.
like that,
Yeah.
I managed to buy myself a Raspberry Pi 4 about a week before they released the Raspberry Pi 5.
That was unfortunate, yeah.
Well
done. But no, it's a wonderful. It's so different to Windows because it's based on Linux, and the thing is, you turn it on, there it is,
Wow.
all there, and you turn it off. Bye. None of this messing about.
No.
And
None of this we have to update.
When I first had it, I thought, oh, I need these programs. So you go into the list. I want LibreOffice to them. Installed, just like that. It's wonderful.
That's incredible.
It's such a shock.
Never used one.
It's a shock after using Windows.
Yeah, I bet it is, and to be able to edit books so effectively.
Yeah.
The operating system is a flavour of Linux.
Yeah.
Which I'm gradually planning to move over to because enough of Windows, really.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm never going to have Windows
Anyway,
11.
we should talk about books, not computers.
How did you get started in editing?
Well, the shop I worked at closed down. We actually co-ran a shop. I co-ran a shop with my friend Pete Wells. He started on Peterborough Market as a record store. Then we opened a little comic shop somewhere. Then we ended up in a place which is like a small warehouse, which did comics, books, and records. And that started. I think we've been going 30 years when we closed at the end of 2010. But when that closed down, I found myself in
the House on the Borderland.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, we named it after our favourite book, which is by William Hope Hodgson, who also wrote Carnaki the Ghost Finder, which inspired the magazine in the first place.
Ah, okay. So is that where your interest in occult detective stories started?
Pretty much, I think so, yes. I mean, people often ask me, what's the first so-and-so book you've read? And I think, I'm 68, I don't remember.
Yeah. You're allowed not to remember.
I have no idea what I first read when I was 8.
Now, how's the bingo board coming for Occult Detective October?
I'm not sure what's going on with that because, I mean, I came up with my alternate prompts, but nobody seemed particularly interested, to be honest.
Several of the announcement videos did include your alternate prompts.
But most people are sticking with the originals. They're not that different. I mean, my first prompt was public domain, and the original first prompt was before 1960.
Absolutely.
Public domain is before 1960, or long before.
Yeah.
But yeah, the bingo card. I've not really heard anything from Bob, who was putting it together since the original. I know he sent me an original, and I made a couple of suggestions. There are a couple of things I really wanted on it. One being occult detective crossover fiction.
Right.
Because there's a lot of it about, especially if you read Sherlock Holmes pastiches.
Yes.
John Linwood Grant at for Belanger Books edited 4 volumes of Sherlock Holmes and the Occult Detectives, which are highly recommended.
Mm-hmm.
There are endless others, and I also think any Occult Detective Cthulhu Mythos crossover also counts.
Right.
Which I think Willie Meikle's done a couple of. And there are also other crossovers that have happened. I mean, there's even a Sherlock Holmes crossover in the book of new John Silence stories that I've got on the way, but has been delayed yet again and won't be launched until late this year or early next year now.
I enjoy John Silence very much.
I really wanted to have that out in time for this, but I can't blame the publishers. A lot of the delays are on my side.
Right. Okay. But
and now
Detective October will happen again.
Oh yeah.
So we are also republishing or publishing a series of Carnaki stories.
Are you?
By Chico Kid and Rick
Kennett. Yeah. The first ever Carnaki pastiche was called 472 Chain Walk by Chico Kid and Rick Kennett. Rick's in Australia. That got together for the odd reason that Rick was writing a couple of Carnaki stories, and he'd come up with one that had bell ringing involved, and he was looking for information on bell ringing. And it turned out that this woman in England, Chico Kid, was a bell ringer and wrote Carnaki stories.
Wow. What are the odds?
Yes.
That's quite incredible, isn't it?
They're very good, actually. Having reread them recently.
Formatted them, so they're really nice.
Yeah.
Having reread them recently, I actually said to them that they're actually probably the most accurate in the voice of the original of any I've read.
Oh, okay.
And the last story in the book is a crossover between Carnaki and Sherlock Holmes.
That sounds fabulous.
Yes, that was not in the original book.
Is very young,
yeah.
And Sherlock Holmes gets called to an occult type problem.
Sounds great.
Yeah, that originally appeared in a was it something with Gaslight? I can't remember now. My memory's awful. Yeah. I've got the book. I know it was co-edited by Charles Prepelec, but nice little collection, and it was all sort of Victorian era stuff. But we've expanded the Carnaki collection to contain everything that they've done since, which is only possibly 1 or 2 stories. Not remembering that. Anyway, it's also massively illustrated by Adam Shaw, who did the cover of those 2 books. Jilly's,
Jilly's ones.
So his black and white stuff.
Let's have a look at those.
His black and white pole pillows are amazing, and he's done a sort of story header at the top of the page of every story, and there's 13 stories.
Wow, sounds great. Now, for a subgenre, occult detective stories is quite a big genre.
Oh God,
isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
One of the things I want to do when I do the live stream with Roy that we had to put off sadly because he wasn't well was actually go through the types of occult detective there are, because there are so many.
Yeah.
You go by the original, you've got Carnaki the Ghost Finder. Stop balancing my leg on a nerve so it shakes. Which is, most of the public don't know about the occult, and he's the specialist that investigates it. Beyond that, you get the organizations that do it. Josh Reynolds expanded Carnaki into being the Royal Occultist, which was I can't remember who the second one.
It's
It
probably
started with John Dee,
yeah,
and eventually came through to Carnaki. And after Carnaki and a couple of others, it came down to Josh's own character, Cyprian. Oh God, why can't I remember names?
No, I can't remember the name.
I can't either. half the
But
time.
anyway, Josh Reynolds has done a whole load. St. Cyprian and E.B. Gallaglass, his partner. And I can't remember the first name of St. Cyprian, but he was trained by Carnaki. They're very good stories too. Oh, interesting oddity about those is that because he liked the sound of it, they're set in post Edwardian, because it's the guy that took over from Carnaki, but they're still quite early on. He always referred to E.B. Gallaglass, an amazing character, carries a gun, very dangerous, as Ms. Gallaglass, and got a lot of grief over that. But I discovered doing some research that the term Ms was first coined in the 17th century.
Really?
It never became popular, but if E.B. Gallaglass had read about it anywhere, she would have insisted on it.
Right.
So I've been meaning to talk to Josh about that. But yeah, where was I going next? Next after that.
Yeah.
Yes, we get going through the ages. We get the gradually creeping into the urban fantasy area.
Right.
Best known to YouTubers, booktubers at the moment is the Jim Butcher books.
Yeah.
But there's an awful lot of others.
Ben Aronovich, Rivers of
Yeah,
London.
of which you've got one just down there, while
Yes.
sleeping.
Yeah.
Behind you.
I think I've read the first 6 of those.
Yeah, I enjoyed them.
I do as well. I like them very much.
Do you know how many I've read?
No.
One.
Yeah.
One, and a novella that came out after it, which I reviewed. I did a panel for Occult Detectives at FantasyCon when it came to Peterborough once, and I had to.
2017, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and the main reason, I thought it was 2019. No,
I think
no, 2017. Yeah, the main reason I got round to reading that book, I always wanted to, is that I figured I ought to read at least one book by everybody who was on the panel.
Yes, that's probably a plan. I actually bought the first Rivers of London book. I was in a second-hand bookshop, and I had already been to bookshops. So I had a bag full of books, and I had a stack of books like this. And I saw a book called Rivers of London, and I thought, I want to read about the lost rivers of London. So I picked it up thinking it was a book about the lost rivers of London.
Yeah.
And when I got it home, when I got it home, I discovered it wasn't a factual book at all. It was fiction, and I absolutely loved it, and have been searching out the others ever since. I did then go back and find myself.
Have you actually read the comics?
No,
you see,
I didn't until Dave mentioned it to me a couple of
they
fit
in around the books. There is a chronology you can find.
I didn't even realise there were
and
any.
They're brilliant.
Although
it's a little bit of culture shock. I really wasn't prepared of a back view of Peter with no clothes on, but never mind. That's a bit of a culture shock.
Bit of nudity.
Yeah.
If they put it on the cover, you can use it for Garb August.
Yeah. No, it was within the thing, but they are great fun, especially the bit where the Russian mafia think they can go and intimidate Peter by talking to his girlfriend. So there's this phone call. Peter, have you upset the Russian mafia? Because they're here trying to threaten me.
I bet that's an interesting scenario.
Yeah. One of them talks to her, and he's so impressed he defects from the Russian mafia, and he comes and moves into the house and starts doing things for them as a handyman.
Wow. So if anyone excuse me,
on a bit.
If anyone hasn't read occult detective fiction, what would you recommend they start with?
Well, there's some good anthologies of the old stuff. I know Roy's shown several of them, and the British Library actually published a few. They're worth picking up if you haven't read anything. Otherwise, for the old stuff, you can get all of the John Silence on Gutenberg. I would point out that the John Silence collection on Gutenberg is from the original edition and only contains 5 of the 6 stories. But you can also get an Algernon and Blackwood collection on Gutenberg called Light and Dark Stories, and that's got the last one in.
Ah, okay.
The first 5 were written in 1908. The last one was written in 1914.
Right.
But, Carnaki, I think, is recent. I can't remember the Carnaki is actually on Gutenberg. The later ones were. Some of them are, certainly.
Mm.
And also you can get from Delphi Press, you can get those massive ebook editions of everything.
Yes.
Which are really good.
Yes, they are good. How about you, Jilly? Any recommendations from you?
Well, I mean, we have good stories in Occult Detective magazine.
Well, obviously,
and there's 6 issues. Well, we've got from 6 to 10 that we did, and 11's coming out, and the variety of stories is amazing.
I found that actually.
Yeah.
Are the back copies still available on Amazon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the very early ones that we didn't produce are difficult to get.
Well, they're not difficult to get. I think they're still available,
available?
Yeah, we don't get a penny for them at the moment. There's the one most people haven't bothered to pick up yet because they probably don't know about it. Is in the early days we were limiting the length of the stories.
Right.
So we actually produced an anthology called Occult Detective Quarterly Presents, because the early issues 1 to 5 were Occult Detective Quarterly.
Right.
When we took over, I knew damn well we'd never do it quarterly, so I changed the title.
Yeah.
And then COVID hit, which was very prescient of me. But anyway, the first Occult Detective Quarterly Presents is a fairly hefty anthology that contains all bar 1 stories that would have been too long to go in Occult Detective Quarterly itself. Okay. There's some really good stuff in there.
Is that one that's got one of my stories in?
Yes.
It is, yes.
Yes, it's got one of the stories tying into those 2 characters, in fact.
Excellent.
Yes, her science fiction police procedural series that also has has a bit of a cult going on in the background. Yeah. I will say about Jilly, she's never seen a genre boundary she couldn't stomp over.
Yeah, we do move around.
That's great.
Yeah. But I mean, issue 11 would be interesting because it's got all sorts of stories in.
Yeah.
What do we go from? There's a Japanese one from Brandon Barrows.
Wow. Yes, he's done a few in Japan.
There's one of Ian A. Watson's Vinnie de Soth stories.
Right. Highly recommended. Yes. He's got 4 collections out now. Vinnie de Soth books.
Vinnie de Soth
by I.A. Watson. Don't look up Ian Watson. You'll get the science fiction writer.
I.A. Watson. And what else have we got? What else did I like? Oh, there's a wonderful take on the folk song Cruel Sister.
Oh, okay.
Which is where the bones of the sister get made into a harp. In this one, the bones of a murder victim are made into a guitar.
Ooh.
Which sings about what happened to her.
Wow.
Yes, it was really interesting stuff.
Yeah. So all that fiction-wise, and then booktubers galore that we know and love.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yes, I was going to say when I was talking about the urban fantasy, I've been really pushing a series of 3 books by Angela Slatter, who is best known for writing horror novels. And she'll be over here soon. She's appearing at the World Fantasy Convention because she actually lives in Australia.
Right.
And I think there's another event after FantasyCon she's still over here for. So.
But her urban fantasy is set in Brisbane, so it's an interesting place to interesting setting.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's got angels and vampires and all sorts of things in it.
Yeah. A character called Verity Fassbinder, who's kind of a trying to keep things running smoothly without most of the world knowing that these supernaturals exist, although quite a lot of them do, because there are a lot of them. My favourite thing about that book is when somebody's doing something particularly nasty and they're wondering who's involved, and that the suggestion that the vampires are involved is dismissed quickly because they're immortal, they've been around for ages, why would they? They can't be asked. In fact, they would annihilate any human troublemaker that came up and suggested they join in with their plans.
Yeah, yeah.
I love that. Yeah, I should have brought a list of all the stuff I'd reviewed with me because we've reviewed so much interesting stuff.
Well, you can go through that with Roy when you
Yeah.
redo the
Yeah, you
live
can.
stream.
Another book series that's highly recommended is the starts with the Eye Collectors.
Oh,
Simon Kewin.
Kevin, yes.
So, yeah, that's excellent. He's written a series of 4 books about the Office of the Witchfinder General
Yeah.
in the
Oh,
modern day.
Okay.
Now, issue 12 is going to have a story by him set in Victorian times, but earlier set in the same ethos. But yes, the beauty of his books is they're crime novels with proper police procedurals where maybe one person in the police department actually deals with the office of the Witchfinder General. And you got all this interesting stuff where the police naturally want all evidence preserved. And the Office of the Witchfinder General wants those rooms obliterated now before somebody else sees them.
Right.
So that could be quite fun.
Yes,
There's a lot of humour in the books. He almost approaches sort of Pratchett-like humour in odd places. But so they're really, really good. Very highly recommended.
Excellent. So, people should join in Occult Detective October.
Definitely.
There's a wide variety of different genres, serious, humorous. You're bound to find something that will suit your reading tastes. Any last words,
I've got another odd recommendation I must make.
Go on, then.
Excuse me.
Yes, Charles Stross.
Yes. Yeah.
The Laundry series.
Yes.
I've not heard of that. Tell me more.
Kind of an organisation.
Started out with the Atrocity Archives.
Yeah.
And it's somebody gets the Laundry is the Occult Detective branch of the MI5 type thing.
Right.
And they live in this weird building in London, and the security guards are zombies, and the guy in charge has been alive for about 150 years, and it's very dodgy. But the main character is called Bob Howard. But that's not really his name. That's the name he uses, and he was brought into the organisation when he did something mathematical that conjured demons in Milton Keynes, and it had to be stopped by the Laundry, and then he was recruited.
Right.
But there's about 6 or 7 books, and they're very good. Very good.
That sounds right up my street.
I mean, there's one where there's an incursion from fairyland, and they attack Leeds with dragons.
Oh,
so they have to fight them.
I'd like to see that.
Yes, yeah.
This is a book series by a writer who should be held in the same sort of regard that people like Adrian Tchaikovsky.
Yes,
and
he's very good.
That good, huh?
Yeah,
he's been writing science fiction for a long time.
Right. Is this his first foray into occult detective fiction?
No, the Laundry series is about its 7th or 8th book now.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, he's been doing
well
over 10 years.
He lives in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
And what can I say about it? I mean, they're really good. I mean, Bob eventually marries a woman called Mo, who's a violinist, but her violin is made of human bone and can kill demons.
Useful thing to have.
Yes, and it is quite horrific and quite nasty in places. But what he tends to do, the second book is a pastiche of Bond villains and that sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
And he works his way through different genres like that. But they're excellent. They really are.
Sounds fabulous.
Yeah.
Well, about time we went to lunch, isn't it?
I think
it is. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I could go on about this stuff for hours and hours and hours.
You can with Roy.
Yeah.
Well, Roy told me we'd do an hour, and I said,
But then if it's a live stream, you're going to get interaction from
Yes.
other people as well.
Yeah.
So who knows? Thank you so much, both of you.
It was fun to do.
My first guests in the book shack. Thank you guys for watching. What were we on? Half an hour, almost exactly. That's not
very
bad
good.
at all.
Yes.
We're going to lunch. Have a lovely week.
Goodbye, BookTube.
I'll speak to you
Bye.
soon. Bye for now.